Okay, so unfortunately today, Erie Swift got canceled. Little hiccups here and there. So instead, I will be playing a little bit of Trickster, a little bit of the new map, and also just in general a little bit of killer gameplay. Because I mean, I can't play Survivor, and it's not like I'd want to play Survivor in in solo queue. So that's the plan for today. I will not be playing Trickster. You know, I may play like one match of Trickster on the new map, but like it is so abysmally painful to play him on the new map that like I will leave that for later maybe. It's pretty bad. Just the fact that he's 4.4 is, and there's so many corners, and hey, you only have 12 seconds until the DK is already down. Like it's rough. It is rough out here. So I'm just gonna be playing on normal queues and hopefully not getting Larry's into Hawkins, into new map, into Badham or whatever horrible pain that could possibly happen. I think the Trickster isn't pers- here's my opinion on new Trickster. He has higher peaks and lower valleys. He's stronger in places he was already strong and weaker in places he was already weak. But before he was like mid to low C tier, which is to say there were a lot of places he was already weak and only a few places he was strong. So now the places he was already weak, there are more places where, in my opinion at least, there are more places where he's gotten worse than there are places where he's gotten better. If you find yourself on like Dead Dog or something, where loops are like a little bit lower, there's not, a line of sight blocker every like 2 feet, it's not so bad. But if you find yourself on Swamp, or the new map, or Larry's, or Hawkins, or Midwich, or, go through like 80% of the maps, he feels abysmal. I mean, you will lose laceration before getting line of sight on somebody on freaking Autohaven or Macmillan. Just like the quote unquote like average base level, this is an okay map design according to the general community. He will not be able to use his power properly in those places. Whereas before, when he was 4.6, they did a bunch of changes. I'm not, like, the 4.4 to 4.6 is like the biggest change I'm aware of. I also know they messed with how his movement speed while throwing works. I don't know I don't know what the exact numbers are, but definitely feels worse, if nothing else, where you feel like you lose a lot more distance. So in those areas, he feels so much worse. And God, what's the point of a normal queue if you bring me to hell anyway? Oh, this is so sad. Pretty much, it seems like almost always they spawn in the shack area of like Fish Market. And I'm gonna be so for real, if I have the ability to get a down on this AFK Survivor, I would have taken it. Please, 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 please. Fuck. Okay, I can't even, not even enough over there. There we go. Honestly, I'm surprised that I didn't get the down, considering how much she was just sitting there and I was pumping knives into her. Okay, I mean, it was pretty fast, so like they didn't have really time to do much of anything. Almost not even worth. I'll kick it just because it'll let me know if people come here later. Oh wait, I see. Oh, that's an object of obsession. Over there. Yeah, that's like the only thing that has anybody on it. Is that a pebble? I don't think there's any way you would have given me notice there. I don't think there's a window or anything. He has sprint burst, so I can't fucking, I mean, like, what do you do? Look at all of the fucking, look how long it's going to take me It's like, okay, there's a car, and then, okay, well, now she's in a building again. I guess I maybe probably could have gotten, like, a knife or two there, but still. She decided to just, like, not... Oh my god! There's 2 friggin' pallets here. And I can't even have LOS long enough. Look at how I'm lit, like, okay. I don't have time. I'm frickin' pre-firing here. And after like 12 tries, I had time to throw 1 pair of knives. This is actually ridiculous. And then finally she screws up and gives me an opportunity. But oh my god, nothing skillful was happening there. No resources occurred. She was not like playing super well. It was just like, oh yeah, I'm 4.4 and my power doesn't work here. And it's too late. I can't down her. It's impossible to touch her anymore. I feel like more often, so much more often than when I was 4.6, I'm needing to use my M1. Because it's just like, I physically can't get line of sight fast enough. And the lower blade count with the higher laceration, it's just like, I can't do anything. It simply takes too long to use my power. Like, this map is bad, but also, so are 80% of the maps right now for Trickster. It's terrible. There's no gens with any red on them, so... this has like 2% apparently. There's no person on them. Also, this map is fucking horrid for pre-running. If somebody pre-runs it, you just never find them. And again, I haven't found anybody. I'm down a style rank. Like, in theory, they were like, oh, look at all of this, you know, we'll give you so much dopamine for, you know, hitting a bunch of stuff in a row, but then, like, it takes so long. I'm probably just gonna eat a DS here because she's Obsession, which is so cool. Okay, didn't, but I could have, and it would have been so undeserved because, like, I fucking can't find a single person in this map. I have barely enough blades if I hit every single one of them, but it takes so long. Like, is it really worth it? Person draw. No, that's a pebble. They probably threw it from over here somewhere. She doesn't have DS, so it's like, is it worth it to not tunnel her, you know? He has Sprint Burst. 1 blade. Somebody AFK in basement with crows, is that what's happening? Just whatever, leave it. Go tunnel her. At least I got crowd control value on that window, so in the future, he won't be able to take it 12 times. I have to guess that's just crows. Because, like, probably that's the only reason that, you know, 4 gens haven't popped, because under normal circumstances, this would be completely impossible. I would be at 1 gen, and then also somebody would have, like, body blocked for her. Like, the only way you can win on this map with Trickster is if somebody's just straight up AFK. I should add object, which makes it so that, oh, well, there goes my crowd control. But with object, yeah. They're not as likely to have DS, like, it's not guaranteed, because object makes them Obsession just like DS normally does. What? How did what? I literally hooked somebody. How did I go down a rank? I hooked somebody. What the fuck? Wait, what? Hold on. Hook somebody. What? It does give me rank, so how did I lose my rank? Oh my god. This work has been so frustrating. Because he feels so bad. I sometimes use Pop because getting the style rank plus his shoes thing is better because you get like 5% movement while after like pulling up your blades, but it's still not that good. Wait, what? How did he Huh? Okay. Did he use Blood Rush? Is that what happened? And he used Blood Rush in a syringe? He like, he suddenly sprint bursted in the middle of running. Like, he already used sprint burst to get out of there, and then he sprint bursted again, and then I heard him heal with a syringe to get Blood Rush, or to get the third sprint burst, but he didn't get broken, so I don't know if it actually was the second sprint burst was real, or what. I have no idea about hatch spawns, but they give them to me. Gates are like... If you have a movement ability, gates aren't bad because you can... Oh, hello. Just runs into me. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's been a more positive reception, like, at large to Mina than to Trickster, which is really funny and kind of sad. Like, this skin generated more hype than the actual changes to his kit. And, I mean, okay. I mean, Feng was AFK in basement. That is technically true. Okay, it was Blood Rush. Whenever you unhooked... Wait, they removed Broken from Blood Rush? When did that happen? Why... Okay. For some reason, I thought it still inflicted Broken if you were injured, but... I guess when they made it for the next 60 seconds, they changed it. That makes sense. Makes sense to me. Honestly, the reason I have crowd control is in case I end up in areas like that, but like, crowd control didn't do anything. If somebody takes a window, you just have to give up chase. It's like, is it really worth it? But then what perk would be better? Just like raw undying? Undying gets cleansed before hive mind goes up or something? Like, I don't know. I could do plaything. That would sort of help to reduce some W keying, I guess. But then I'm like encouraged to spread hooks, and with fast track reducing gens by like 40% or whatever. If I spread hooks, then it's pretty bad. That's before I even get a kill. 40% before I even get a kill. I don't know. Hopefully I don't get the friggin' terrible map again. And hopefully I have people who actually play. Because that 0% chance I win if I have people actually playing on that map. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, there's 3 gens that are guaranteed to spawn, which are like pseudo guaranteed. The shack has a gen, then in the middle of the fish market has the gen, and I think there's another gen that will spawn either like on the edge of fish market, either on the one side or like over the wall on the left side, or a little bit more towards central. And then there's the one in the rave area. That one I think always spawns. And the other 3 or 4, I'm not sure if those are guaranteed spawns, but the others are not nearly as like easy to just look at. This is where it spawned, because it's more like they just spawn in like kind of somewhat random outskirt areas that don't have super memorable locations tied to them. They're just kind of there. So the new map needs, I think, some pretty major changes. Trickster, I don't know. It's just like the thing is, like, it's frustrating because there's like two main camps that I'm seeing in the Trickster community, and half of them are saying he's exactly perfect as he is, with maybe like a slight change to laceration decay because it's like a little bit slow. And then and if you think any different, then like, oh well, you're not really Trickster. You don't play Trickster for 10,000 hours, so your opinion doesn't matter. And then the other half is like, yeah, no, he needs like a lot of changes. Both of these being Trickster mains with like a lot of time on him. So I'm like, well, that's interesting. Yeah, I played I liked honestly I liked 4.6 Trickster more than I think I gave it credit for. He was like number 15, number 16, like number 16 out of what 42 killers. So like definitely so like a chunk into the top half because I just really like Trick Blades. But Trick Blades were kind of nerfed because there's only a single bounce now, but then also they were nerfed because you have less ammo, and then also it's just he's nerfed because throwing speed is slower, which means going for like interesting shots is more punishing. So he just feels really bad in so many different ways. At least I got Toba. I love Toba. Boo. Ah, Sprint Burst, of course. My bad. Here I thought as a 4.4 killer I could maybe like play the game. Never should have considered such a thing. God. He'll just vault it. It's just a little bit too high. Oh, that wasn't an injure. He kind of W keys into nothing. Yeah, why even use my knives? And slow myself down, just M1. Shit, so much more, there's so much more of that. I was 4.6, like, well, yeah, I'll use my knives. Worst case scenario, I'll like catch up relatively quickly. Now it's just like, takes like 12 minutes to catch up. Let's just go for the M1 here. It's safer. Maybe not the best use of my Vecna. Maybe should have used it here. It's so much. It feels like the locked animations are so much more important to actually see people in compared to before. Like using knives outside of those places is just way more punishing, it feels. I'm just gonna have to hope that the Ada isn't sitting here. Which it sounds like she's not. Vecna perk this and reload here. They're on the top of main, which isn't a very good place for my power, so I think I'll just try and, yeah. I feel like they've messed with the auras to make them less bright or something, because I swear I cannot see them. It does not look nearly as red when it pops and stuff. It feels a lot harder to tell like how much progress there is. Please be Carlos. You're not at all the person I want. You're friggin' Obsession. Where's the person who saved you? There he is. Nope. Fucking, Okay. It's such a fun loop to try and deal with. And it goes... Where the Vibrant welcome in. Oh my god, look how fun it can be to play a 4.4 killer where they just kind of like W key and pre-drop. Oh my god, that was so bad. That was so bad. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just have to break it. Ugh. Old Trickster would have gotten a hit there. I miss him. He's already lost the laceration. He's already completely lost his laceration, by the way. I broke one pallet and all of his laceration went away. Fuck's sake. At least he... not... Maybe if I was 4.6, but no. Oh my god. What is that? Okay. Oh my god, like come on. You can't tell me that this is fine and normal. You can't tell me that this is okay. Look at how fucking like this Carlos has done nothing. Nothing impressive. And 3 gens have popped. 3 or I guess 2 gens, but still 2 gens that were literally 0 popped. And all he did was like pre-drop 3 pallets. But because I'm 4.4, it's just like his ass. What a helpful heartbeat. It told me where the guy on hook was. Amazing. Yeah, unfortunately Plaything is gone, so I can't do anything. Gotta go for the stable, because I don't have any actual hooks. I also miss his old add-ons. I like his old add-ons like way better. 2 goes for the window. Not really the. How'd you make that into a fastball? I'm just so I'm just so not scary. I don't know why I stopped. Okay, well, you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter. Even if I had main event, even if I hadn't been stupid and stopped it, she'd sprint burst. It didn't matter. None of it mattered. Oh my god. It's horrible here. I hate it here. It's so awful. And now I get to sit in front of her for like 8 minutes. And I can't even, like, using my power kinda. Okay, well, here's 11. She probably just goes for the unhook, yeah. And it's now viable to just body block like half of my knives, which is also so cool. It's so cool that it's unironically viable to body block knives. Because you have so few. No, that doesn't work. Whatever, just M1 her. Why would you use your power? Just M1 them. Just always M1 them. What kind of fool would think using their power would be viable? I mean, just pick her up and maybe they fuck up. Oh, bit of redeem is gone. Okay, that's not purposeful. I forgot to turn it on. I had it off because of Eerie Survivor shenanigans. At least Trickster is good at in-game. Is he though? Is he though? With how fast the laceration decays, you probably can bait him into, and how like low his knives are, you can probably just bait him into like using a couple of knives, leaving, and then he has to, when he reloads, just go for the unhook. Because you don't get main event, because the thing that made Trickster really good at camping was the fact that you would get main event if somebody tried to save. So if they tried to save, like, you would pretty much, like, you would get the down and then also have a full main event, but you don't get main event anymore. Like, you get like 2 or 3 main events an entire game. And it kind of to an extent requires Savars to like screw up. There wasn't anything like exceptional even. Like there's a singular fast track, but there's not like hyper focus or anything. Okay, let me turn on the build requests real quick. Channel points. There we go. Okay, build requests are turned on, so I think you'll have to refresh to be able to use them. Trickster is real. He's something. Okay, I'm gonna actually, now that I've played the torture that is Trickster, let's go play the torture that is Trickster's map, but with not Trickster, with anybody but Trickster. Let's use John M 4.4 himself, Deathslinger, on the Trickster map. Because Trickster feels terrible here. Deathslinger only feels really bad here. which is a pretty big difference. Because with Trickster, you need like a continuous line of sight for I don't know, like 8 to 10. Oh, okay. I guess we'll do your build instead. You got in before we load up. All right, Trickster with what is it? Eerie photo card. So extra long main event plus Trick Blades. I already have that. Corrupt Secret Project. Grim Plaything. You love Trickster. Do you enjoy the new rework, or is it hitting well for you? I should be a Trickster main. I would have been a lot more convincible before the rework, to be honest. When he was 4.6, I could have been convinced. If Skull Merchant didn't exist back when he was 4.6, I could have been convinced that Trick Blades made Trickster cool enough to main him. I don't think it works anymore. I don't think I can be convinced. He needs some like pretty major buffs for me to even think about it right now. But I don't know. Have you been having a lot of fun? Do you think that he feels better than he did before? Because I miss so many add-ons. I miss so many add-ons, and I miss his base kit. I miss my shoes, and I miss +8 blades, and I miss the old Trick Blades, and like by extension Diamond Cufflinks, because if Trick Blades are bad, Diamond Cufflinks are also not as good. And I miss the watch. I miss having infinite main event. That was really fun. Having more fun than I had with Trickster before. Well, that's good. It's good that you're enjoying it more. I've been seeing it's like there's a very stark divide. There's like 3 camps of there's 2 camps of Trickster main, and then like everybody else. Everybody else doesn't like the new Trickster, and then half of the Trickster mains really love new Trickster, and half of the Trickster mains are like, oh my god, what did they do? So I hope they look at him, because there's a bug with his laceration decay, but also I feel like his base kit is just a little bit rough. Just a little bit. Oh, good. Oh, I guess I'll try and use Trick Blades and Hawkins. They probably spawned in lab room. God, oh Hawkins. Ooh Hawkins. Ooh Hawkins. Oh, here's somebody. I didn't want to start chase yet. Look, bounce. I think that just ate my blade somehow. Did they have like auto aim? How did those two never hit? Would have hit before? Damn. Okay. Okay. I think literally all 5 of those were Trick Blades. That kind of fucked. God. Oh, and I get to be 4.4. And then they just... I shouldn't have kicked this, but also on the other hand, like, fuck's sake. I would love to get a pickup, but... Okay, I'm barely able to do it. I think literally all 5 of those blades were Trick Blades, which is crazy. I don't have info. There's people here and there. I probably honestly should just go tunnel. But I'm also 4.4, so like the... she doesn't know. Oh, you fool! You touched it! You touched it! Well, nice anti-tunnel you had. It's all gone now. Aw, if only I could have gotten the hit there. One full trick blade down, and then the rest of it is just going to be M1ing. Okay, pretty good. I have 8 blades, but on the other hand, what if I just tunneled? Ah, I see. Well, in that case, I can't really do anything. I need to reload. Hello? Oh, what? That was too slow to hit him. Look at the survivors, man. Look at how they pre-draw. Look at the poor little baby 4.4 that has to deal with this. Yeah, I'd like totally lost Nia. That was stupid. Okay, he just left. No, he didn't. No. None of those bounced off towards him. Okay, barely got that. Just fuck. I'm body blocking this entire hallway. You can't. I was hoping. This is a really bad place for this hook to be. Reload. 9 blades is not enough. And she's just W keying. It's gonna take. I hate that, like, every time that a survivor just, like, holds W, you're just like, well, is it worth it for me to even try and chase them? And a pretty good chunk of the time, the answer is, like, no. Like, it's just... one of the fun Trickster build? Sure, today's the day to be Trickster building. Where? Where is my lockers? I hope they rechange the white blade auras. Because it's a little bit... Oh, he didn't take the window. Who doesn't take the window? It's kind of rough to see the white on white. In so many places. They're not even seeing me. They're just pre-dropping. Come on. Well, I guess you got your build value. And sooner or later, I mean, that's true, Unbreakable is scary. Oh, fuck me, I ran out of blades. I'm gonna have to just bloodlust him. He'll pick her up. I got fucking... Really? Okay, well, my bad for trying to get value out of a build. He has, still more value. God damn it, man. That's so frustrating. I think she had Unbreakable on top of it also. I miss Watch. Pick up the Nia. It's still probably enough to win the game, but it would have been so gratifying if I could have gotten everybody. Let me reload so I can actually do things again. No? Why did... What? Why did... Huh? Why did he have endurance? What gave him endurance? I'm so confused. What could have possibly given him endurance? Was it a dead hard, maybe? I didn't see the dead hard animation go out, but I guess it might have been. Your build hard carried. I mean, unironically, it did. Your photo card just kind of destroyed the entire end of the game. And I mean, yeah. Wow, survivors. I only have 6 blades, whatever. Oh, now I'm trapped in hell with bots because if I abandon, it's gonna make my kill rate lower. Oh my god, why behavior? Why do survivors get to abandon and I can't? They actually get buffs for it too. That's the craziest part. If you abandon a survivor, it actually boosts your escape rate, I think. Or at least it boosts your pips. Okay, yeah, Hanato had dead hard. I definitely just ate dead hard there. The pain. The agony. This game was over so long. God, end my suffering! This game was over so long ago. Why do I still have to deal with this? Just die, please. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. There is no world it should have taken this long. And it's still not over. I still have to kill this person. Ugh. At least they'll just like autopilot to the hatch. Because bots just spawn with knowledge of where the hatch is. So at least I have that going for me. It'll probably be over soon. Or not. I'll just do it myself. God. Why? Yeah. Trapper. What? What is that? Weren't you gonna give me another Trickster build? Why? Why did you give me a Trapper build? Okay, let's see. Jake had... He didn't even have MFT. He just had Wiglif. Claire did have Unbreakable, and she was just holding it that entire time. Nia had Dead Hard. Hanato had Dead Hard, yeah. Ogie. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Surge, Brutal, Fire Up, Corrupt. Okay. Let's go to the new map for Trapper. I think I found what may be an infinite. Well, not an infinite, but it's like almost. It's like so strong to the point where it's sort of like Dead Dog main, where you should just give up chase immediately if people bring you there. On this map, which is cool. That's so cool. Cause it's a god window that chains into essentially it's not shack window, but it's like it's basically the same thing as shack window, just placed at a different area. And if the killer ever like makes they have to run it in one specific way, and even if they do, you can triple vault the god window and still at least double vault the other strong window it chains into. I don't think you can triple vault it safely unless they run it the wrong way, but the thing is, you will lose chase with them while they run into the window, which makes me think that maybe like comp survivors or just like really good survivors will learn how to shift tech around it to make the god window actually an infinite with enough time. Okay, what even double area is? It's injured and auto reset. Okay. I mean, with honestly, this map isn't so bad for Trapper because it's a little bit hard to tell where traps are preemptively. I kind of like Zanshin just so I know the windows better, but there's not so much RNG, and I think I remember it well enough. There's enough LOS blockers so you can like pre-plan to not go into traps, and the windows people always want to go to, you can just trap them. Nice to have, I feel like stealth perks. If you're going on this map and you don't have a stealth perk, it's a rough time. But once you have a stealth perk, it's actually like significantly more manageable if you're 4.6. If you're 4.4, it's just like it's never a good time. But I was playing with Bubba, and I was using Secret Project with was it Thrilling Trimmers. My first chase took 3 gens to get a single hook, and these were not like normal fast like oh 3 people split up and do 3 gens. No, they were like slow 3 gens. But after I got that first hook, not a single other gen popped because I was just undetectable and so downing people all the time. It's so like it's so crazy how different the two of them feel. You know, with undetectable versus without. Versus with stealth versus without. It's not the worst place for Skull Merchant, but it's just a little bit big. And it's still awkward. Okay, doesn't one of these chain into a god window right here? I'm gonna put the trap on the other side of this god window because people are usually vaulting it from that side. Because that comes from center map. And put a trap in front of pallet. And then where is... Go ahead and just trap the outside of this window so people will see the pallet trap and they'll think, oh, it's actually safe. And then they'll run into this one. That one gen in the distance is gonna be done. There's not much I can really do to stop it, to be honest. Go and trap here. This is a strong one. It's not a god pallet, it's just strong. Oh, somebody's here. Hello. Hello, hello. Maybe it'll work in the reverse way, where he thinks that pallet's safe when it's not. I think it did work. He walked in. Yeah, that gen's already finished. Yep. He's just... Yeah, he's just looking backwards at me. Okay, I think this person ran straight over to me. Yeah, I think they might have had background player. Why? What was your plan here, Quentin? Why'd you stick around? I didn't even hear that surge go off. Just went from 8% to 0. Oh. Okay, 2 different traps have been undone. Reset this one just so it wastes a little bit of his time, I guess. And then go back to the other unhook. Nobody's here yet. Oh, yes they are. I won't be able to interrupt that. Unfortunate. I do have some traps around, but not... Okay, he falls in here. Please, no... Yes, I don't deserve it. True and awesome. Is there a basement here? Fuck, I got the bad basement. Okay, yeah, sure. She's just like directly in front of me and then TPs to the other side of the world. Why'd you move forward? I guess this person is giving up because, I don't know, Trapper Moment is too strong on the Super Giga side, Survivor side of map. Alright, well now you're screwed. You needed to go undo that trap way earlier. And they're all giving up. Trapper OP, exactly. That's exactly what's going through these survivors' heads apparently. Feel bad for Quan Tai Young that doesn't understand that all of his efforts are in waste. You can just you can have a chance at hatch if you want, Quan Tai Young. I'll just try and dispose of everybody. Oh yeah. There's, for some reason that I don't understand, they changed the abandon feature at some point to make it so if you've been slugged twice, you can abandon, and I think that's crazy. Like, it doesn't count as if you've been slugged 2 times, then the game will just let you leave for no cost, like no DC penalty. And I think that they need to change that like ASAP, because it makes it way, way, way too easy to just like run into the killer until like they down you twice, and then you get out. Like it's so much harder to punish people who want to go next because of that specific thing. And 2 downs, like, that happens in so many games. Like you don't need to be playing like Twins or something to get 2 downs on somebody. That's just like playing killer and, you know, somebody like was in your way or next to a pallet or something is bad. It's rough. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so the super strong setup is this window here. It's like, it's not a super strong window because this side is kind of short, that side's long, but it is like a good window. But this window chains, just ignore that. That window chains directly into this window. So this window is incredibly strong. You know, you're a 4.4 Trickster or whatever, and you're like, oh, they vault that, and you have to go all the way out and around here, and then out in here, and then out in here, and finally now you've caught up to where the survivor already was, and by that time they're already like here, vaulting this window. And then they get to go to the long side, and you can chain those windows back and forth. If it's rough. It's rough. Alright, I have to find hatch. I was thinking about, oh no, Sable's still on the hook. Oof. I gotta make these hook timers shorter. Or just make bots go next, I don't know. So they're giving survivors free DZs, like the original argument for Venom was that the game is essentially over and you don't have to sit through the killer hooking everyone one by one, it's just giving private free. Yeah, exactly. When convenience store pallet spawns like it, it's also chains the windows. Oh yeah. I mean the pallets, yeah, not even acknowledging the pallets. The windows are crazy. Convenience store pallet is essentially god pallet. Yeah. There's a lot of like god pallets or pallets that are so strong that you need to kick them so badly that they may as well be god pallets on this map. Okay, no hatch and shack. Go back towards main. And it's, oh, here we are. And it seems like there's no RNG. Those two windows like always spawn. I don't think I've seen a single instance where they haven't spawned. Don't step in that trap. Now what are you gonna do? Come on. Just a little bit more. Alright, go get the gate. You were a good sport. You actually played your game. Let me pick up this trap for you. Go ahead. He's the only one that actually tried to play the game through. Look at all of that fire up value. Did I even break a pallet? I don't think I broke a pallet. I think I just put traps on pallets. Yes. Off you go. Have fun. Trapper goes crazy on this map. Sorry, I have to go. Dogsuba. Okay. Sure. I totally believe. Hold on. Which one is this? Felix? Okay, so this person is either Quentin or Sable. I just don't believe it. Yeah, I mean it's gotta be Quentin. It's gotta be Quentin and Frog, yeah. And I don't believe it. It's funny seeing the P100 icons with on different killer or on different skins. Like killer makes sense because killer has different powers, but like you have a P100 head and you're just playing like Felix. Why? Ghostface. I've heard from some people that Ghostface is good on this map, so. I've also heard that they like giga nerfed Ghostface because revealing him is a lot easier. So we'll see. We'll see which one balances out. Coup Plaything. Sorry, no. Coup Quiff. Surge Brutal. We have half the build. Surge. Oh wait, we have most of the build. Brutal. There we are. Everything but one. Map is essentially an indoors map. Yeah. I agree. It really does. The buildings are so close together. The only difference is that when you look up, you don't see a ceiling. You see sky. Drop leg and Philly. Just time to mark this one. Yeah, makes sense. Coup, Whiff, Surge, Brutal. Okay, that's all of the things. All of the things. Alright, a 4K at 5 gens with Scratch Mirror Myers on this map. I replaced the wrong add-on. Oh, you're right. You're so right. You're so correct. I've done that too many times. It's annoying that if you replace one add-on, it doesn't like auto swap to the second one. I actually no. I guess that makes sense. Never mind. Never mind. Ignore that. It's so when you're like clicking through them, it doesn't swap. That's fair. In my mind, I always like it always auto swaps after I replace one of them because it's like that's what happens when you have an empty add-on slot here. So I'm so used to that being what happened. Is this even like the optimal Ghostface fit? I guess this is still the optimal Ghostface fit on this map, probably. There's no pink neon Ghostface, really. Is the metal one? Which of these blends more, the metal one or this one? Oh, well, I guess we'll go with the metal one. Yeah. It's an orange map, which makes stealth nice. It is. I feel like it's probably gonna be a little bit hard to get actual stocks, just because there's only like 3 places you have to look. So I'll get like one person, and then it'll be a little bit harder. Don't have lethal, but there's 2 spawns. There's Fish Market, and then when I spawn in Fish Market, there's somewhere else. Damn it, I spawned in Fish Market. I'm not sure where the other side is for survivors. I don't know where they spawn if I spawn here. Okay, well we have somebody with no mither, which makes me think they maybe have like Resi or something for a fast track Giga speed Giga Gen Rush build. I saw somebody for like two seconds. Okay, she saw me, she just couldn't reveal me apparently, which is interesting. I mean, I guess I'll just go for the guy with no. Yeah, it's basically insta down. That counts. We take those. I'm gonna go in from like a bit of a strange direction. Okay, I see no Rebecca here. I see no scratch marks even. Oh, this is where basement is. Is that Rebecca? Hello. I'm not sure if she's playing the game. Yep. I guess if you're not going into the 4.4 Trickster, it's guaranteed to lose on here. That's just too much. I don't know. Else mechanics and DB are wonky. Yes, that's very true. And you're also going next. I can't slug him because he has no mither, so. Wave. Survivors. Okay, there's nobody on that gen. Nobody on this gen. I'm guessing that's Rebecca that just saved him. Sure, whatever. Whatever. I'll play this one again. Just because, like, goddamn. Nothing happened. So we'll give this build an actual chance to work. They literally just gave up because I was playing Ghostface instead of a really bad... Could you lean? Oh, she had sprint? Or... I feel like she made more distance than she should have. Okay, strong window. I didn't hear her vault the other way. I guess she slow vaulted the other way. The fuck? Why does she have no scratch marks right there? Did she start is she have fixated vigil sprint burst? Is this my life? What is happening? I guess that's why she's in this queue. Cause she wants to do her funny thing. Dance with me? It happened multiple times though. It could have been one time, but like there were like 4 sections where she just had no scratch marks suddenly. DVD games feel so snowball these days, especially with how like stars give up or DC as they start to lose. Like when killers lose, they usually lose hard too. Yeah. I think part of that is the abandon penalty, making it so that like there's never really comebacks anymore. And then part of it is just like, I mean, fast track, hyper focus, stakeout. Actually, that's probably why the Rebecca gave up. Ghostface, you don't get fast track, hyper focus, stakeout stacks. You don't get hyper focus stakeout. Fast track is still crazy against Ghostface. You just don't get hyper focus stakeout stacks. But does honestly remind me to check her build, because that's my guess. Okay. I mean, good job revealing yourself, I guess. Yeah, this bot Rebecca's gonna do a lot for you. I don't. Hopefully you have deliverance, I guess. Whiff, we get to zoom. Stealth mode in case it makes Rebecca run into me for some reason. Hey, it did. I didn't even acknowledge the coup existed. I like a gen popped, but I don't remember it happening, and I don't remember using the coup on purpose. Okay, let's check Rebecca and Claudette's build. I think it's just fixated, and she was walking because those I guess it could just be lightweight, because lightweight does sometimes randomly have a patch of 0 scratch marks, but it's far less consistent. Okay, let's see. Rebecca had nothing. No, she... Oh, okay. She simply gave up because Ghostface. It was fixated and it was lightweight ghost notes. So it was both fixated and lightweight that were screwing with me. Ghost notes also to an extent. This is a pretty evil build for this for this map. It's kind of the same way like Ghosty is like pretty good on this map, so is stealth perks for Survivor. It goes both ways. It was so strange. I would just like turn a corner and there'd be no scratch marks and no visible Claudette. Just disappeared into the ether. But we'll go again, because that game was over at 5 gens. People really do be giving up against anything and everything nowadays. can't even play the lowly D tier ghost face. Okay. Medkit. Medkit toolbox and 2 empty. Oh yeah, they buffed fog vials. Remember that? Remember how they buffed fog vials this patch too? I think I saw 2 fog vials on day 1, and that's it. I don't think I've seen a fog vial since then, which is crazy because fog vials should be really good on this map because they also get rid of scratch marks. So, sort of like, you know, Dance With Me, or, well, I mean, yeah, Dance With Me, Lightweight Fixated, Ghost Notes. Fog vials is just that, but you can also bring hyper focus stakeout with it. But I don't know. Nobody's bringing them. It's so sad. They made an entire new item, and it's just like it just doesn't it doesn't exist in practice. They entirely recoded it too to make the opacity work differently, and I feel like it does actually have some potential because there are some times when like a killer is looking at you from afar. Like for example, let's say you're playing like the Trickster or something, right? Or you know, you want to shoot some knives from afar. They throw up the Fuzuma, what's it? The fog vial. And all of a sudden you can't throw your knives and you probably lose track of them because you're 4.4 and they don't have scratch marks. That's a bit of a weird spawn. I think that counts as a fish market spawn, so they should be here. Nope. Nobody in the club. I needed to get like a little bit more stock on them than that. That's unfortunate. This is awkward because there's somebody on this gen I want to stock, but then there's also... No! God damn it! How come he can reveal me, but I can't stock him? That's so lame. What are we doing, Steve? You don't have sprint burst. Why'd you just let me have the N1? I think this shack is stronger for survivors than other shacks. He just frickin' W keyed. Cause it's a little bit different. Ah. Okay, I think they're too far away to actually get this. I feel like this is a stronger shack. Yeah, because the way it's curved, it's worse for ranged killers, and it's also just like rough. I don't know. Whoever was here is already gone. They should be like right here, given the fact that there's no scratch marks, but... Okay, basement. Okay, so she did go to main. That's a really weak pallet, just don't get stunned by it and we're fine. Another surge, big surge. It's sprint burst, last game and forgot he took it off. There, that could be possible. I think it also maybe just he was disoriented. From the stealthy boy. Nobody there. Nobody on these 2 gens. I really don't want to chase you, to be honest. Is Steve the one that touched this gen? I mean, I guess it must be. Okay, he wants me to chase him so goddamn bad. Drop it? No. Jesus, what a fake that one was. He doesn't make it anywhere, so... Ah, sprint burst. 99 sprint burst. Ooh. What a fun thing Vigil Sprint Burst is. Totally screws over D2s like Ghost Phase, does nothing to Blight. Very well designed perk combo. Thank you, behavior. Unfortunately, this Steve is like not super good. Friggin' but it like doesn't matter if they're good. And there's so many friggin' pallets. Yeesh. Some of these are like they're just annoying. Oh my god. Okay, well, okay, so this is okay, well he ran it wrong, but that pallet was in fact a god pallet because it connects into a god window. And you have to break the god pallet to make sure the god window is not a giga god window, it's just a god window. Where is... I guess it's there. It's a last stand vault, right? I think it was finesse on Nicolas Cage, but I'm not certain. I didn't get a great look at the animation. Hi, Yui. You probably should have left earlier. Given that I was hooking right next to you and all. She blends in, actually. This is kind of a blendy skin for this map specifically. Oh! Yeah. It's like, it's just such an annoying freaking thing. Okay, well, he screwed up at least, so I got that going for me. Okay, I think they've screwed up, like, locker pulls, because every time I try and pick from a locker nowadays, it always just undoes. That should have hit. Wow, this sucks. I'm not gonna get this hook, huh? They're gonna reset his stock, and also I don't get this hook. That's so lame! That's so lame! What do you mean I don't see him? I clearly see his stupid head. This is ridiculous. I don't get that, okay. God, what even is the point of coup? I like how I just like, the game doesn't work for leaning on this map. Yeah, okay. Oh wow, he had sprint burst. Wow, how interesting. And now he can just bring me to every god palette and auto win if he had windows, but... Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's such a cool palette that can spawn. And this chains into the other god window. He didn't chain it, but it does chain into the other god window. He just screwed up. When I'm in a strong window competition, the opponent's Trickster's illusion. Oh yeah. It's rough out here. What is even revealing me? Okay, screw you. I'm just gonna kill you with coup. Not taking it. Like, I mean, come on. Like, what the did they do anything of note? They body blocked something, which I was my only. Also, I will say, Hooks are like really bad on this map for some reason. I don't know why, but I swear it is just like not possible to get like your Scorch Hook perks to activate on this entire map. They all are the worst thing ever. They just do not spawn in places you can actually feasibly get to. Which makes it so that normal hooks are also bad, because if somebody decides to body block a hook, you can't go anywhere else. They sabo hook, they're gonna wiggle out before you have time. Okay. Yeah, you have Sprint Burst, I know. I remember. You have Vigil Sprint Burst, I remember. His Dramaturgy, but he can't activate it when he's injured. He's just falling behind me. The hell? Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay. Come on, Ku. Can't have shit. Of course, you try and mind game and then you get punished for it. Never mind game, just W key through the 12 god palettes they have for you. This is the way of the future. I can never get that, whatever. He has Visual Sprint Burst, so I kind of have to be... I can't break this. I don't know, maybe I can make something happen here. They're like really stupid for no reason. Okay, fucking fine, whatever, I'll just face camp you. He plays like Azeli, you're probably right, but... On the other hand, what can I do? Come on, exposed. Nope, he didn't even have Deli, he just got out for free. That's so cool. 15-second BT is so fair. There. I mean, he doesn't make it out just by timer alone. Yeah. He didn't even have Deli, by the way. He just 4%ed with no luck offering. I guess he just had Slippery Meat. He had mono Slippery Meat and he got off on his first fucking hook. Are we so for real right now? Is this the hell that I live in? What the hell? Wait, what? How did he unhook? Oh, did Yui leave and that's why he could unhook? That must have been what happened. So yeah, that was just a 4%. Yui walked out the gates and he 4%ed off the hook. Pain. The map is pain and suffering. Even when I'm playing a stealth killer, it's rough out here. Give me... You know, this Plague. She's fun. She's funny on this map. It was... Oh my god. This specific build on this map is so funny. Because you essentially become a Bubba that doesn't have to rev your chainsaw, and then also you have 10% haste with undetectable, and then Frenzy Lane Nemesis. It was so funny. I played this on this map. It literally was like 2 gens popped on my first chase, and again, everybody just like bam, bam, bam. They all died so fast in a row. Hopefully I can recreate as fun of a match this time. Kinda need the good RNG. Need people who will just walk into me. It is hard to avoid any of this on the map. Even if you're a good survivor, like there's only so much you can do when I have aura reading and undetectable. And 10% haste. The 10% haste is mostly just so I can get across the map quickly, to be fair. Doesn't actually do that much for me in chase. But yeah, like it's what, 50%, 50 seconds of extra object duration or object infection plus corrupt, and it's just like, I mean, what are you gonna do? Eventually, either I'm gonna find you and infect you, or like, you're gonna have to touch a gen. At some point, you're gonna have to touch a gen. So, very, very, very volatile, very funny build. You do, in fact, have to get your first down before 5 gens pop. That's the only issue. You do have to get 1 down before 5 gens pop. And as we've seen, 3 pallets in Trickster's Delusion buys you 3 gens worth of time. So, it can be a bit rough to do that. And that's just pallets. That's not even talking about the windows. Okay. What here? And then what here? Look at this is like a crazy 4-gen actually. Imagine your hag and imagine your hag pre them making hag D tier when you could actually defend gens. Look how crazy this 4-gen is. It's so good. I'm just gonna infect this window, just in case, you know. This pallet, as long as I'm here, I'm just like running through infecting junk, you know. Oh, no pallets spawned here? That's interesting. Oh wait, do you take the bet? Will survivors just not interact for 120 seconds? Is it possible? It happens. It does definitely happen. Let's infect this pallet in this window. We're here. No harm in it. Nobody's done anything yet. Half a corrupt is over and there's not a single survivor in sight. They're actually just gonna wait the entire time out. Goddamn. Where are they hiding? Okay, I can at least infect the gens while they're corrupted, which is actually kinda big, kinda huge. Because surely they're just sitting on one of these gens, right? Nope. This is the issue I have with corrupt, is that this is the optimal thing. The survivors are making the correct play. Also, this is fucking lame. Yeah, I don't know how I would even find survivors on this map, to be honest. Like, you kind of just don't if they don't want to be found. Well, every gen is icky and also corrupt is up, but like that doesn't matter because all of the gens are infected. There we go. Meg finally decided to touch gen. Which gen was it? Okay, Sable touched a gen. It wasn't this. Okay, Quan. Okay, they've all touched a gen now, except the other Sable, but still. So I need to find these people. Yeah, they literally just waited 120 seconds. Oh my god. This is already almost finished. Are you just both chasing here? Okay, I want Quan because he is my obsession. This is the God window. Nope. Do you have to break that pallet? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, come on! You're gonna give me this pallet. It's so ass. It's so ass that can happen. It literally pallet into window, and I physically couldn't. Like, he just W keyed, and I could not do anything about it. It's so aggravating when that happens, and it happens a lot. Alright, Sable finally got infected. An entire gen popped. 2 entire gen pops, actually. Because the one on main is, or the one on Shack is pretty much already dead. Just trying to catch up to her. 10% haste, undetectable, it's just not enough. Jeez. Look at this shit, look at this shit! This is just, like, you just Can't really play with it. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to actually get my build to work because he's in just too strong of an area. I wish I could see Sable so I could wet on her. Here's him at least. I don't think he make it to Shack, but he does make it elsewhere. He makes it to this pallet, which is a god pallet. Unless he fucked up, which he did not. Did you just go to the short side on the god pallet? Okay. That's a choice. And I can't say I would ever make that same choice if it were me. Yeah, if you just drop that in the long side, like, you can't really do anything about it. Went straight to her. Does she have... I'm trying to cut her off, but she's just gonna take a left, so... Please. God damn. This is not a mind gameable one. It's bloodlustable though. Oh, never mind. I just lost chase somehow. I mean, she was directly in front of me, but you know, sure. Yeah, she screwed up. She screwed up pretty bad. Okay. I'm pretty sure this isn't my most recent hook. I'm pretty sure that was the other Sable. Yeah, no DS. He touched a gen, so I do have that. I feel like he has Dead Heart or something. He is way confident. Okay. No Dead Hard. Yeah, once I finally got my furtive actually going up. Finally playing the game. She's touching a gen. She's not infected yet. Probably should have gone after Meg, but I want my furtive value. Ah, fuck, she actually got infected, but I messed it up. Ah, she had Lithe. Okay. Yeah, I should have just tunneled. My bad, my bad. I always am like, I should just tunnel, but that would be boring. And I'm always punished for it. And I never learn, because I find it, it's not fun. It's just more interesting to not just tunnel at 5 gens, but goddamn. Does this game punish you when you don't? She's running straight into me. Hello, how are you going? You're down. Thank you, 10% haste. She's dead here. One singular, tiniest little bit left. Honestly, I didn't even really want to kick this. I thought it was a higher percentage is why I kicked. I don't know which is which. These people are literally, they're both Sables. How am I supposed to know which one is tunneling or not? I guess I was tunneling. Yeah, okay, great. That's so lame, I didn't even want to tunnel! That's not fair, I didn't want to tunnel. Just, they literally, forget, it's 2 Sables, how am I supposed to know? Quanta Young is on this gen with Nemesis, so he won't expect this. Yeah, you can see that Sable was also here, but she pre-ran because she was not Nemesis, so she was not oblivious. I waited a second because I thought I heard a cough. Thought somebody had a flashlight or something. Oh, she's over there. Okay. Pick up the power, why not? 10% haste with a big old projectile. Do you want to get the opportunity to use this power? Okay, I will. I don't know why she dropped that pallet. I was nowhere near her. Not at all threatening. Ah, she hid in a locker. Smart. Very smart of her. If you hide in a locker, then friend Cillian cannot target you. So if you're the only one left alive, then this just prevents you from revealing your location. She'll be around here, though. Never mind, she did not touch that gen. Okay, Sybil went next. So, time to go look at Hatch. I don't know if I'll be able to defend the gates, because you need some range or movement speed, I think, to defend them. I guess I should go to the club, because I think that's the only other guaranteed hatch spawn that exists. Nah, she got it. That's fine. I see ya. It's interesting, because Corrupt just, like, they just hit out Corrupt the entire duration. And it didn't even matter, because they still end up getting infected. Yeah, nothing super noteworthy, perk-wise. Like a dredge. A boat key. Field recorder. Noah, Gamefoot, Rancor. I see. Where even is Dredge? There he is. We kill the obsession without hooking them, or hook them for the third time while the remaining survivors are in lockers. Friends turns off with no innate way to turn on again. Oh yeah. It does. That is true. Noed, Rancor, Game Afoot, No Way Out. Yep. With boat key and field recorder. I guess this is your favorite build because you reteamed it before. Well, boat key is faster speed while not in Nightfall, and then active lock's broken. I like boat key actually. It feels pretty nice. Nightfall activate at the start of the trial, Nightfall activate at the end of the trial. Any starter touches Ronin, it's exhausted. Okay, I see. I see the vision. So I just need to make everybody just need to go Noed, Rancor, Game of Foot, Noed, Rancor, Game of Foot, Noed, Rancor, all before field recorder goes off. The only issue is that I need to make sure I'm chasing the obsession at the very end, because it's the only way I don't have a good chance at Game of Foot. I guess I could just tunnel. Basically, when X gets her power, Nightfall activates, all locks break, and you get Rancor Game of Foot with insta-downs. Yeah. I don't think I've played Dredge since they put this skin on, ironically. So it'll be a good chance to see what this does. I don't know what the sound effects are for the little house thing. Cause my favorite sound effects for Dredge are the little doll hand. I like the crackling that one makes. But I also don't want to spend like, 8,000 eerie shards because I don't play Dredge super often anymore. I used to play him a lot, but at some point he kind of fell off for me. Start keeping a rough mental tally if you chased how long. Usually have a pretty good idea by the end of the game. Yeah, that is true. Better than just going a full AFK, I guess. I mean, kinda. It's just there to see if you can like triple hook somebody before the end game. Oh right, No Way Out. That's right. I need to get the full No Way Out stacks. I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something about why why this isn't just an AFK draw. It's because of No Way Out. Okay. This map is like, it's probably pretty rough for Dredge, huh? Because your Remnant isn't great because there's so many resources so densely packed together. You can just kind of W key, I think. This is an awkward spawn. This is like right in the middle. I'm guessing they spawned the market, but I'm not. Okay, yeah, they did. Okay, I think this person did not know. I don't know how that worked. That should not have worked. Fake the pickup and then push her away from Shack is the idea. Oh, those fast remnants work surprisingly well. I'm gonna go and hook him now. Just so he doesn't get away with it. So I at least have one stack. Oh, there's nothing in main. That's surprising. Oh, nobody's here. I thought for sure they would have been here. Okay, nightclub. No sprint burst. A lot of progress on that gen. No perks to stop it. Yeah, that's worthwhile either way, I think? I thought she would panic. She went to the stronger one. Okay, this person is like way better at versing Dredge than the Michaela was. That's two gens that are already finished. I mean, on one hand, I want no way out. On the other hand, bro is just giving it to me, so. Sheesh. There's somebody right here. I saw them on the little thingy. I don't see scratch marks. Okay, there's the scratch marks. Break this now. Yeah, she's so far away. It's so sad. Where I'm just like, oh, let me hit somebody real quick, and it's just like, it doesn't amount to anything. I should probably be using lockers for more mobility a little bit more, maybe. Okay, what if I just kill him now? Thanks for the free God Pallet, I guess. I just can't believe this worked. You had Shaq. She dropped Shaq Pallet for you, and you just... I don't know how you managed it. You just kind of tossed it away. Well, he's dead. Yeah, bro left dropped Shaq. Like, how do you do that? Okay, something about this map is that the way they do audio occlusion makes it really hard to tell if maps have, or if gens have any progress unless you're just like right here. Like, I didn't hear that gen at all. Did you get exposed? Bro, what are you doing? You're supposed to get rid of exposed. Use it like 3 times and get rid of exposed. Alright. I'm looking over like I have barbecue. Like, oh, let me look for the auras, but no. So used to barbecue in my Dredge. Okay. I like didn't even really see anybody there. Okay, they're both here. Hit on you. Yeah, you're like a pretty good survivor. I'm just gonna TP in here just to break the Shack pallet, nothing else. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna try and go back to the hook. See if I can't make this a trade. You don't have any resources here. Okay, 2 injures. No lockers to help me speed up this process. Okay, this is the area where the God window connects, but I don't think these survivors have figured out this layout yet. If I really wanted to win, I would slug here and go for the guy and just try and interrupt the unhook again. So I may still be able to do. This map had some lockers outside. Yeah, I could use a little bit better locker spawns. There we go. Oh, he did hit second. That's crazy, actually. One good interruption, I guess. Okay, well, now we have max no way out stacks. Do we keep playing the game or do we sit there and let them finish? Y'all need to not heal underhook. You cannot do this. I'd easily slug and kill this Michaela. And she's right here. How could I not? Yeah, don't TP too early because she'll double back into him. Do it now. These locker setups are kind of like... I'm surprised that those don't count as within the anti-camp range for lockers. Okay. We both got stuck on the collision. Well, game's over. Big Rancor no way out value. A game of foot triggered once or twice, I think. Do you want me to go again and try and lose harder, or are you satisfied? Rancor gave you information. True, Rancor did give me information. 2 perks. 2 whole perks. Again, fair. That's fair. Do it again. I don't mind Dredge so much on this map. I thought it would be worse, but I mean, at least if survivors kind of like misplay like they did, I feel a little bad. He was the weak link. I didn't realize he had like 5 hours in TBD. This is this Rick's first game. I'm sorry, Rick. I don't know why you're in my MMR. You shouldn't be here if you have one singular perk on Rick. It's not like this is like Quite Young or whatever, Quante Young. It's not like you just got him if you're like a veteran player. I would understand if you have more Trickster, because I've been losing a lot on Trickster, but like I have not lost much on Dredge at all. Just shouldn't be here. Poor guy. Poor guy. I think I may make this one my last match for the day. Tomorrow probably is going to be another killer stream because I don't think we're going to be able to do Eerie Survivor tomorrow either. Hopefully we'll be back next week, Friday through Sunday for Eerie Survivor. But we'll see. That's the problem with trying to get 3 people's schedules to line up, is sometimes it's just a little bit harder than you think, organizing so many people. Okay. A flashlight and what's it called? A toolbox. Flashing toolbox. I didn't notice if there's any special sound effects for this skin's weapon when he M1s and he shakes it off. I did not notice. I think I was a little bit busy thinking about things. A little bit busy on the chase and the game of foot mentality. And just dealing with this map. But yeah. It's weird, because this map really does kind of feel like a pallet density map. Because there are just like 12 pallets all within 2 meters of each other, and like 8 of them are horrid pallets. Actually, that's not even true. It's like 4 of them are terrible pallets. 4 of them look like terrible pallets, but then you realize that they're actually part of a bigger loop, and they just extend that bigger loop. So in fact, they're actually like super strong pallets. And then 2 of them are good pallets, and then 2 of them are god pallets, and then all of those are just within like this small little area. They need to do another pass on this map, gameplay wise. Especially on the windows. The god pallet. I hate god pallets. I almost feel like god pallets just shouldn't exist, because it's just like there's no interaction. It's just like drop a pallet and then W key, unless you're playing like specific killers, obviously, but in general. Okay. I thought he was going for that pallet to drop it on me. I tried to sell it. He did not make as much distance as I thought he might have. I just felt the fake coming in. I've seen so many fakes. So like this pallet, it's not good if you actually play the little traffic barrier thing, but if you play oh god, if you play this long loop around it, it's actually kind of decent, because it loops into this pallet, and it just serves to extend. If you win like a 50-50. Okay, that one did have progress on it. My bad. I was having trouble hearing with all of the screaming, which I think is understandable. Let me go here instead of sprint burst. See, okay, here's the issue. A lot of people talk about, like, you know, it's really important to know when a good time to abandon chase is. The issue is that when everybody has visual sprint burst, it's never a good time to abandon chase, because anybody you find will be able to sprint burst to the other side of the map. So you abandon chase in Shack, and then somebody sprint bursts to Shack, and then the next person sprint bursts to Shack, and then you just keep doing that until you lose the game. Oh, look, God pallet. God fucking damn it, man. Okay, you know what? At least he actually did something clever here. At least he didn't just pre-drop it. Okay, well, you know what? Never mind, I take back all respect. Just do not like... we're tunneling the bill. Sorry to say, but the second I get BM'd, all of a sudden I do not give a fuck about build value, and I just want to kill. My mind just like it flips. All I see is red. Oh god, this is such a stupid window. It was a good fake, but I was just a little bit too close. Yeah, this is locked. Can't do anything about it. Not sprint burst. He pre-drops this? No, he doesn't. He doesn't even camp it. I don't have my power up, which is really unfortunate. I think I make that? Especially because he got stuck at the end. Okay. No lockers. Yeah, so like that pallet out here, it looks like not great. And then you see that, oh, it leads into this entire loop. And then it chains into here. Well, he thought it chained into yet another loop, but it does not. Alright, here's the second thing of no way out value. Unfortunately, I did let them heal the Bill. Who is this? This is not Bill. Don't chase him. This is Bill. I can't recommend taking a 15-second BT. Okay, whatever just happened was extremely clever. I think Bill, like, corner-teched me. Yeah. He's so much distance. The Young coming in for the body block. I get the down. He has a flashlight, though. I literally am not able to pick him up. I got disoriented by my own remnant. That's bad. That's fine. This should be fast enough that they don't get the pickup unless they're right there. Okay, fucking awesome. Get my free hits. This is what you get for not tunneling Bill when he was injured earlier and letting them get a heal. Yeah, I mean, fuck. What's my counterplay here? Look at that window. That window's crazy. And then you can take like 30 body blocks here, and he can just die under pallet infinitely. And they're already healed. Okay, well he fucked up. I don't know why he ran into me instead of just dying under the pallet. But he has DS, no DS, he... Oh, no, maybe. Bill has no DS. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I noticed that earlier. It's just that he died underneath the pallet with a flashlight person right next to him. Free drops. This person is the Game of Foot Rancor target, apparently. I feel like I haven't chased him that long, but I don't know. Sheesh. Okay, leave him. I need to go and... Oh, locks feel so rough. Yeah, so that pallet looks weak on its face, but then you realize that it's just like, it's free distance. What am I have no ed, but I'm like not playing into no ed, I'm playing into setting up a slug farm from normal injuries. That kind of screwed him up. This hook is like not even worth doing almost, but on the other hand, he is dead on hook now. Look at how fucking awful this is. I did not see the third person. I don't think they saw my aura. From Rancor, at least. They're gonna be opening this. Nope. Okay. I feel like against most killers, this map competes with Badham as the most horse-headed map in the game. I don't know if it's... honestly, I think Swamp is worse than both of them combined, to be honest. Like, this map is like, it's bad. Yeah, funny guy, huh? Funny guy. Shit, God, locks are so bad. He locked to lock after all of that? I can't do anything. Okay. We're slugging for the 4K. I have to pick him up because... to go after you because he's the one with, Rancor real quick. Teleport to would try to come after it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of hard. This is I forget that this is one of the longest Moris in the game. I kind of want to slug for the 4K to be honest, because I'm pretty sure that's the Quan Tai Young that BM'd me. But on the other hand, is it worth it? Probably not. Yeah, I thought that the locker was aiming inwards, but it was actually aiming outwards, so it was not as good of a TP as I had thought. Okay. Well, I have that going for me. No progress on that gen. These gates have no RNG. You can just sit right here 100% of the time and see both of them. So unless he has a key, he dies. Given that he clicked his flashlight, I'm guessing he just like sits in basement for 2 minutes and doesn't actually even go for them. Just a guess. Just hazarding. Like right. It's kind of hard to see both of these. It's like just enough atmospheric fog that I can't really see them. I can't see the guy. I think I just have to... What could have possibly made such a noise? I feel like that's Pebble. I feel like it's bait. Because I'd see the red light on that if he was actually touching it. Unless, like, some weird thing happened and it just has no red lights for some reason. And he's actually just opened it and dropped a pallet or something, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, no, I think he's just gonna spend 2 minutes not touching a gate and then die. As pretty... Oh, wait, there he is. But that's so far away. Fuck. Yeah. He wasn't gonna make it out even if I didn't body block him, but it's the principle of the matter. Did he have Pebble? He didn't have Pebble. What the fuck made that noise? He went over there and dropped a pallet and then left? That's so strange, because he didn't even go for the gate where the noise was. I don't know. Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and... Oh, No Way Out. That's what that noise was. That's what that noise was. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. It was No Way Out. The doy. Okay. It wasn't fucking Pebble. Oh, I feel so stupid. Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and end here. Thank y'all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.